Hey there, it's your Bill Estate Agent, and I'm here with another episode of our Shop Local series. And today I have Christiana Walker of the Blonding Swan. Hey, Christiana, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. I love all of our businesses in Roswell, and Christiana has a really cool one. It is coffee. I love coffee. And you may have seen my interview earlier with Mission Bakery. She has partnered with Mission Bakery.
Yes.
And is in the same space at the Canton Street Farmers Market.
Yes.
So before we get into all that, I've got your first question, all right? A real estate question. So I know you're renting right now. Okay. When you're ready to buy a house, what part of Atlanta would you like to live in?
What part of Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say Marietta.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. All right.
Yep.
So you're in Big Canoe now.
Big Canoe.
And you want to get a little more centrally located,
Yes.
probably, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff. Well, thank you again for coming on, and let's get to it. Tell me about the Blonding Swan.
Yeah. So the Blonding Swan came from a two-part idea. So the first part is name of what we do with coffee, and then the second part was kind of theme of how I want the business to be.
Okay.
And so blonding is when you pour the espresso shot, it's actually called blonding. That's the process of it happening. And then Swan, well, I wanted the theme to be a classy name.
Yeah.
And so Swan is a classy name.
It's beautiful, yeah. Well, it's really interesting,
Yeah.
and I love it. And it's not only are you in a location, but you're a mobile
yes.
coffee
Yeah.
cart, correct?
Correct. So
All right, so tell me about how that's worked and just about your business, how you got it started, and
yeah, so I started a business about 2 years ago with the help of my brother.
okay,
I kind of fell in love of coffee when my brother became a barista a long time ago. And so once I fell in love with coffee, I was obsessed with it and the quality of what coffee is.
yeah,
And so me wanting to serve others and meeting people, I'm like, hey, why not start a coffee business?
Yes.
And so, yeah, so the mobile cart has been amazing. Every event I do is different than what's previous happened, and meeting all kinds of new people. It's just been a journey.
Well, it's a perfect job for you, because I know when the first time we came into Mission Bakery and you were there and we were talking right away, and of course I walked out with coffee and too many baked goods and all this stuff.
Way.
It is the best way. It was not a bad day at all, but and I'm addicted to coffee. I didn't drink coffee for years, and then after I got married, I slowly got into it, and now my wife doesn't really drink coffee, and I drink way too much. So, but I love a good cup of coffee.
Good cup of coffee.
Yeah. Well, and I know we were talking earlier. One thing I really love is, first of all, that you're so mobile.
Yes.
I mean, where you can move around, but you're in kind of partnered, or not kind of, you're partnered with Jonathan, and a part of that, which really complements one another. But when you do events, I mean, you could do anything from a corporate event to a wedding to a neighborhood party to a teacher event, right?
Yes.
So tell me about how that would work. So you take the cart and everything, and
so I have a little motto. It's called, like, you name it, we come. So whatever event you want me to come to, I will come. And they will contact me through my website. Down at the bottom, it says get in touch.
Okay.
And they just tell me basic information. And I will bring my coffee cart. I will bring my espresso machine, my grinder, the coffee beans, of course.
Right.
Everything. Like what you see at a coffee shop, it kind of comes to you.
Okay. And tell me, you mentioned it, but tell us what your website is, and how people can find you on social, so I don't forget.
So on Instagram, it's just the Blonding Swan, same as Facebook. And then website is just www.theblondingswan.com.
Okay.
And that kind of tells you more of my story and what we offer. As a mobile business.
Okay, so and so that's where people would either just contact you and give you kind of what they're looking for.
Yes.
Is there anywhere too far? I mean, do you go pretty much anywhere in Metro Atlanta?
Anywhere in Georgia.
Okay.
I did an event that was about an hour and a half away.
Oh, wow.
Almost 2 hours away. So.
Great.
Yeah, anywhere in Georgia.
All right. Well, and so tell me a little bit more about your products. Like, what do you make? What are anything special about the beans?
Yeah. So when you for trying to find the good quality coffee to serve it's like wine tasting. You have to go through a lot of coffee tasting that people don't realize what coffee is, and so. With that, you need to find a small roaster business. And so my coffee is from North Carolina. It's from a coffee business called Profit Coffee.
Okay.
And Zach, who roasts my beans, he specializes in roasting beans, and it all starts from roasting. If you don't roast the beans correctly, it would not taste good.
Okay.
And so when I was trying to find some coffee beans to use, I would love to drink a straight up espresso shot. A lot of espresso shots are just too bitter. So what I wanted was something that was well balanced in my mouth, that was a medium flavor, but also very smooth.
Yeah.
And so the best part of starting my coffee business, I had to go through a lot of coffee shops and trying to find the right one.
To test out.
To test out. Yes. And
Yeah.
I found one through another coffee shop that was in South Carolina. He was using the coffee beans that I'm now using.
Oh, wow.
And so that's how I kind of connected with Zach, was through a completely coffee shop that's not in Georgia.
A lot of research. Wow.
A lot of research and a lot of coffee tasting to find the good beans.
Yeah, and how long's your business been around?
It's been around for about 2 years. So I started in 2022.
All right.
We're going on third year.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and then I think I was at you have a Americano and espressos.
I do Americanos, lattes, and cappuccinos.
Oh, and cappuccinos. Yeah.
Yes, that's just kind of the basic genre of what coffee shops usually offer.
Well, they're delicious, and they're even better with one of Jonathan's chocolate croissants.
That's been
Although I don't think that hits my Weight Watcher point.
Me either. I mean, I eat way too much. I mean, that's my first thing.
A little few too many.
That's my first thing I do when I go in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is there anything else you want to share about the business? Or?
Yeah. So I just wanted to talk about how did Jonathan and I kind of got teamed up.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So like I said, my business is mobile, and so I was doing a pop-up where I live, which is Marble Hill, Georgia, and wasn't really working out just because of the population. Like I needed to go somewhere else to have more population of customers.
Sure.
And so I started using Jonathan's pastries with my other location that I had, and it wasn't really working out. And so when Jonathan knew that, he was like, "Want to try this again? Why don't you come with me?" And so
that's great.
It was the best decision.
Yeah.
Like, him and I worked really well, and come on, guys, a pastry and coffee. It's like you in Italy. Like, come on. It's like you in Italy, but you're in Roswell, Georgia.
Right.
Yeah. And so.
Well, it's great, and it's a great addition to Canton Street and just downtown Roswell. And well, I think hopefully what everyone's heard is there's a great coffee shop with a bakery at the intersection of Canton Street and Woodstock Road, and at the Canton Street Farmers Market is where they are now. They are looking for a permanent location, place to land, but it's just such a great addition to what we've got here in Roswell. So
yeah, it's been an amazing outcome. The people of Roswell have been loving it.
Good.
And so to hear that, it's like, oh, we're doing something right.
Yeah, well, hopefully more and more people will continue to come.
Please do.
And certainly, everyone remembered that, Christiana travels. So if you have an event coming up, teacher appreciation, any
weddings, conferences, teachers events, baby showers, Christmas party. Well, Christmas just ended, but
well, that's all right. You've got to plan ahead. You got to book her early.
2025, yeah.
Right. All right. Well, listen. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes and telling us about your business, and I wish you the best of luck. It's really exciting to see, and we're privileged to have you on Canton Street.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff. stuff. And so I know you were jealous of Jonathan because he got his koozies and all the swag.
He did.
You get a couple Bill Estate tail cup koozies, a couple pins, here's a couple pool cups for when it warms up.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, and everyone remember, when you're ready to sell or buy, call your Bill Estate agent. He's your guy. All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.